Good evening, Edinboro, and welcome to your weekly political update. I'm Sarah Gillingham. The Washington Post reported late last week that Republican Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy has withdrawn his candidacy for Speaker of the House after John Boehner announced his upcoming resignation just a couple of weeks ago. The California Republican shocked many with his announcement after being considered a favorite to take Boehner's place and was expected to win the support of his fellow colleagues in the race for Speaker.
I think I shocked some of you, huh? Shh. Listen, we've been going through this campaign, talking to a lot of members, but the one thing I've always said to earn this majority, we're servants. We should put this conference first. And I think there's something to be said for us to unite. We probably need a fresh face. I'll stay on as majority leader. But the one thing I found in talking to everybody, if we are going to unite and be strong, we need a new face to help do that. So nothing more than that. I feel good about the decision. I feel great to have my family here, my colleagues. I think we're only going to be stronger.
McCarthy's campaign has been met with controversy the past few days after comments he made in a television interview in which some thought he appeared to suggest that the main purpose of the Select Committee on Benghazi was to damage Secretary Hillary Clinton's poll numbers.
I knew you'd want to ask it. What you're going to see is a conservative speaker that takes a conservative Congress that puts a strategy to fight and win. And let me give you one example. Everybody thought Hillary Clinton was unbeatable, right? But we put together a Benghazi special committee, a select committee. What are her numbers today? Her numbers are dropping. Why? Because she's untrustable. But no one...
Republican Congressman and Chairman of the Select Committee on Benghazi, Trey Gowdy, had this to say about McCarthy's comments.
Well, Kevin's wrong, and I would ask your viewers and everyone else, frankly, those that are suspicious and those that have been supportive, to don't focus on the words that people who are not on the committee use. Focus on the actions of those of us who have been on the committee for the last year and a half. And Megan, out of the 54 witnesses that we have interviewed, 41 of whom, by the way, no other committee interviewed, not a single one of them has been named Clinton. Of the 50,000 documents, new documents that we have accessed, less than 5% have anything to do with her. And if you look at the public hearings we've had so far, her name has not crossed my lips.
So it's not all about Hillary Clinton. That's your point. It's not all about her. But let me ask you,
she was the Secretary of State at all relevant times, so we'd be crazy not to talk to her.
Though stating his controversial comments were part of the reason behind the suspension of his campaign, he maintains that in order to unite Republicans and Democrats, the House needs a, quote, fresh face. The Washington Post also reports that McCarthy stated he will maintain his post as majority leader and plans to seek re-election in 2016. After leading in the polls last week, Dr. Ben Carson found himself in hot water earlier this week after some comments he made regarding the recent mass shooting on the Umpqua Community College campus earlier this month.
But Dr. Carson, if a gunman walks up and puts a gun at you and says, "What religion are you?" that is the ultimate test of your faith.
I'm glad you asked that question, because not only would I probably not cooperate with him, I would not just stand there and let him shoot me. I would say, hey guys, everybody attack him. He may shoot me, but he can't get us all.
Dr. Carson was met with both criticism as well as defense of the comments made on Fox and Friends and took the opportunity last week to clarify his comments.
Basically what I said is that when tyranny occurs traditionally around the world, they try to disarm the people first. And that's exactly, what happened in Germany. In the, mid to late 30s, they started the program of disarming the people. And by the mid-40s, look at what had happened. And it's happened in a number of other countries as well. Daniel Webster said tyranny would never occur in America because the people are armed. So there's a reason that we have the Second Amendment. And it doesn't mean that I'm not happy to look at ways to keep these tragedies from occurring as long as they don't interfere with the Second.
Despite his controversial comments, Carson still maintains a second-place standing, trailing 19 points behind Donald Trump in a recent New Hampshire Republican primary poll. Be sure to tune in next week for more coverage of the Democratic presidential candidates following the first of the Democratic presidential debates airing on CNN October 13th at 8:30 p.m. According to Fortune.com, CNN confirms that viewers will be able to live stream the debate for free and without a cable password on CNN.com's homepage or across its mobile platforms. And finally, tonight we had the latest poll numbers for the top 6 candidates in each party via RealClearPolitics.com. Coming in first place amongst Republican candidates is Donald Trump with 32 percentage points, followed by Ben Carson with 13 points. Ohio Governor John Kasich comes in third place with 10 points, and in a three-way tie amongst Republican candidates, we have former business executive Carly Fiorina, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, and Florida Senator Marco Rubio all tied with 8 points. Switching gears now to the Democratic candidates, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders pulling ahead with 33 percentage points, followed closely by Secretary Hillary Clinton with 30 points. Unannounced Vice President Joe Biden continues to maintain his third-place standing with 11 points. Former Governor of Maryland Martin O'Malley comes in fourth place with 2 points. And in a two-way tie amongst Democratic candidates, we have former Virginia Senator Jim Webb and former Governor of Rhode Island Lincoln Chafee, each with 1 point. And that's all the political news we have for you tonight. Covering the right and the left, down the middle, this is Sarah Gillingham. I hope you all have a wonderful night.